And then for boys, minimum is 18. Because they know, them boys, they take time to grow up. Hey. Uyamthatha na? Ukuthi unkosikazi wakho na? Then you say, yebo.
Yebo. One of the states, I'm proud to say, one of the states that don't allow it, New Jersey.
USA.
South Africa. I don't believe in divorce, and I fought it, and I fought it, and I fought it, and I fought it, and I fought it.
Okay, we're not talking about divorce, we're talking about marriage.
Because God set it up that way. He gave us life and death. He said choose life, but it's up to us to choose and make the decision.
You can plan to have a wedding of 100 people, but then you end up with 400, 500 people. The whole village is invited.
Welcome to Chilling with the Chaplins. It's your boy LJ with the one and only my lovely wife, Lady Caesar. She is in the building. Yes, you know we're about that vibe each and every week. You know what I'm saying? You know. So today
we want to say welcome to Sunday
Funday. Thank you. I forgot all about learning, being informative, and having fun.
How can you forget that part? That's my favorite part, yo.
I forgot. I forgot just that quick. Mm-hmm. Yes. So today, this is Sunday Funday. But guess what?
We're all about learning, being informative, and having fun.
Yo, we just celebrated my wife's birthday. We're not gonna say the age, but yeah, she's 40 something.
I'm aging like fine wine.
Like fine wine. Yes, we celebrated my lovely wife's birthday on Friday. We had a good time on that Friday, as well as we celebrated our anniversary, our 6-year anniversary.
Vlog is on its way. Don't worry, we got you.
We got you. Yes, we got you.
So because we celebrated our wedding anniversary, we're finishing 6 years. We're still very young.
We're still very young
in this marriage journey. So we thought, let us talk about marriage again.
Yes.
We haven't spoken about marriage in a while, but not just any marriage. We're gonna just highlight a few differences of marriages in South Africa and in
America.
Yes,
United States. USA. South Africa.
Mzansi for sure.
Mzansi for sure.
Yeah. So the first thing is the legal requirements of getting married in South Africa. So in South Africa, you got to be 18.
18?
18. That's the legal requirement. But guess what? That's just the legal requirement, because there's a lot of child marriages that happen. Of course, they are illegal, but they still happen in villages, like really deep rural villages, where children are kidnapped and made to go marry. In most cases it's without the parents' knowledge.
Okay.
So somebody would see a child, and because it's something that's practiced in that area, they would kidnap the child and go and marry that child. So it can be a child who's as young as 12 years, when they think that she's woman enough to become somebody's a wife. And the sad part is that it's always an much older man, a man who's old enough to be either her father or a grandfather.
Bless her, right?
I won't call bless her, because they're not spoiling them.
They're
using them because they want to take their virginity away, and they just want to have the power over them because they understand that they're children.
Yes. And they get them to do what they want to do.
Yeah, but then we also have the Marriage Act of South Africa, which has a lot of loopholes. Yes, it says 18, but then when you look at the loopholes, it allows girls to be married at 15, actually. And then for boys, minimum is 18, because they know, them boys, they take time to grow up. Hey. Them boys. So they say like, girls, you can be 15, but you boys, 18 is good enough for you.
18 is good enough.
You can't be married much younger, because you won't make it. So that's the highlight of the legal requirement. But then there's traditional marriages that are recognized in South Africa where you can get married without going to the priest, going to a church, going to sign. You can just fat and set. I am a fat and set.
What?
Fat and set.
What?
Fat and set. What
Fat
is
and
it in
set?
English?
English not your friend.
Crickets, where's the crickets? English. It's staying together without being married. What is that? Staying together without being married.
Staying together staying together without being married. Okay.
Cohabiting.
Okay, cohabiting.
Woo! English. I'm trying to get it out of him. He's like, what's not?
I don't know.
He's not Englishing with me.
I'm not English with
Because
Richard.
this English thing is a business.
It's a business. It's a business.
So traditional marriages are recognized. So
Yes.
if you just decide, okay, let's just stay together for a certain amount of time. I think from 6 months upwards, that's recognized as a traditional marriage.
Okay.
Or you get married in the yard, like you
in the
have,
yard.
Yeah, you have like
We got married in the yard.
yeah, but we had like a priest. come
Okay.
in. We had like a pastor.
A pastor.
Sometimes you don't even need a pastor. You need induna.
Induna?
Yes, induna is like the local leader,
The local
traditional leader, who comes in and say, "Uyamthatha na, ukuthi abonkosikazi wakho na." Then you say, "Yebo."
Yebo.
So all he's saying is, "Are you taking her to be your wife?" So tell us about the South African,
The American legal requirements.
Yeah.
Yes, the general marriage age is 18 years old. In all states. In all states. But there always got to be a but, right?
A big one in America, a huge but.
But in all states except Nebraska, where the general marriage age is 19 years.
Okay, which is a little older, which is okay.
Yes,
I
and
think
Mississippi-
because they're so conservative, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mississippi is 21.
They think 1 year will make a difference. Oh, Nebraska, get a life. I guess maybe a year.
But Mississippi 21 years old.
Yeah, well,
That's an adult. You gotta be
that's
adult.
good.
That's good. Yeah, you gotta be 21.
You're at drinking age.
Yeah, you drink age, so you gotta be able to drink. You in college.
Yeah.
You
Because you're
basically
driving at 16, right, in America?
some places drive at 13.
What?
Yeah,
We gotta do a video on that.
yeah, some places 13.
Okay. Yeah, tell us more.
Yeah, but here's the but.
And it's a big but.
43 states still allow marriages under the age of 18.
And mind you, we have only 50 states.
50 states.
So which means only seven
states.
states are 18.
Yes.
The other 43, they say, well, 18 yes is the legal age, but
If you get married at 12,
get married at 12.
it's okay.
12.
12.
Because that's that's the lowest age recorded in the United States, legally recorded, of somebody who got married at 12.
At 12.
It's a child.
So in 43 states, if you want to get married at 12, you can get married at 12. But you got to have...
I'd rather say younger than 18.
Younger than 18. Okay, younger than 18. Younger than 18 years old. Let's say younger than 18 years old. Because you're 12 years old, you should not be thinking about getting married.
No.
You should not. You're
You're
still...
thinking Pokemon.
You're thinking Pokemon. You're thinking video games.
School.
School. Yes, you should be focusing on school. You should not be focusing on boys or girls.
Does exist?
But yeah, under 18. But one of the states, I'm proud to say, one of the states that don't allow it, New Jersey. New Jersey and New York is two of the states that don't allow it. So we represent. You gotta be 18.
You gotta be mature.
Yes, you gotta be mature.
Because even 18
so
is
I'm
not
glad New
matured.
Jersey, New York, like now.
Yeah, it's one of the 7 states.
Gotta be one of the 7 states. 2 of the 7 states, New York, New Jersey.
Yeah, 2 of the 7 states.
Yes.
Yeah, which are
Yes.
close to us. Yeah.
But you
I was
gotta have
surprised to hear
a
that
guardian
12-year-old
or parents
Yeah, or judicial.
if you're under 18.
Or a judicial waiver.
Yes.
So you don't
judicial
even
waiver.
have to have a guardian or parent. You can just go to the court of law. Because as long as judicial waiver, that's what it means.
Okay.
That it can be waived by the law. Which is
okay.
like, wow.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so you don't even need your
But I think that's kind of better because probably there's permission given. In South Africa, it's worse because the stealing of the children.
Yes.
They call it uktwala.
Uktwala?
Oh, is it uktwala?
Uktwala.
No, uktwala is something else. I'm sorry. Uktwala is witchcraft, actually. But
You just say witchcraft?
yeah, I forgot the term for it. Where they can, please write in the comment section if you remember. Where they steal kids, put you on your back, and they go on. They marry you. You're gonna get married.
Deduction.
Abductions.
Abduction.
Yeah, but this is not. You go and be somebody's wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let's move on to the ceremony, the marriage ceremony. Are you ready for the South African version?
Mm-hmm.
I'll try and shorten it, all right? But traditional wedding ceremonies, they often include cultural practices such as proposal letters.
Proposal letters.
So you first write a letter for your intention to say, we'd like to come and, because without the proposal letter, you've shortcut the wedding. It's not like the real traditional wedding. So once the proposal letter has been sent to the bride's family, then they agree on a date for the groom to come pay
lobola.
Yes, or dowry or bride price.
Bride price.
Yes, and then from there, then there's something called raising of the flag, which I wish we had done, but we didn't do. Where a flag is now, lobola has been paid and there's going to be a wedding coming up. Then a white flag is put at the gates of that homestead to say that there's going to be a wedding in this home. Yeah. And then comes izibizo.
Izibizo.
Yes. Izibizo or umembe, so what you did. Bringing gifts to the family, but we didn't mix match. It was like a whole mambo jumbo, okay? But Ibiza, when the groom is bringing in gifts to the bride's family, and then after that we'll have the white wedding.
The white wedding.
But some people are not doing like the white wedding with the white gown anymore. They're just doing traditional wedding, and then they just bring in a pastor and stuff like that. Traditional as in they don't necessarily wear a white dress. It is your option to do that, but you can wear like nice traditional attires. And then after the white wedding, you have umabo.
Umabo.
Now we're moving from the bride's home to the groom's home, where the bride's family is gifting the groom's family. We did it on our first wedding, where my family gave your family some gifts. So yeah, we really did vice versa. Mambo jumbo. So that's how we get married in South Africa. But disclaimer, South Africa is a diverse country, like we always say. So every culture does it differently. I'm talking from the Zulu perspective. Okay, don't be now saying, oh, but we Africans, we don't do that. We Indians, we don't do that. I know. But all in all, our weddings are pashash. They're a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. Yes, you can tell.
I wish you didn't have to copy me.
You can tell though on our wedding video, if you want to experience a Zulu South African wedding, just go back. Yeah, go back to the video and you can see the fun we have on our wedding.
It's a lot of happiness.
A lot of happy. And there's a two-part. You got the Membesu, as well as the tradition on the white wedding.
Well, not white, but
The wedding.
Yeah, white. The exchange of vows, rather.
Yes. Now, I'm talking about the American ceremony.
Oh, one more thing that I forgot to mention in South Africa is that you invite one person, they bring 4 people. Or 5 people.
Yes, one person they bring.
The other 5 are uninvited guests, but they are guests. Okay, so you can plan to have a wedding of 100 people, but then you end up with 400, 500 people. The whole village is invited.
The whole village is invited. Yes, not American. The ceremony is typically secular or religious in nature. As well as, and we don't have a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
No culture, that's why. I said it, sorry.
You said it?
Yeah, no culture.
Yeah, you're gonna start disrespecting my country, yo.
It's my country too.
must not respect my
The
culture.
truth is, Americans have no culture.
Okay. Now, marriage license are required to get married.
That was like something for me because I was like, why do we need to have a marriage license before we actually married?
No, you don't have the marriage. You just gotta fill out before you get married.
That we don't need to do all that. We do on the wedding day.
Yeah, you're gonna sign it on the wedding day, but you gotta fill out so that they can give it to you.
You have to go and apply.
Yes, you gotta apply.
That's what I'm saying. In South Africa, we don't apply.
You don't apply?
No.
You gotta have the certificate to sign for it.
The pastor comes with the registration forms or whatever, and you sign them on the day.
Okay.
You
No,
don't
we
have to
sign on the day and then we submit it out to the.
Yeah, but
So
then I remember we had to go and apply for it.
Yes, we had to apply for it.
And bring a witness and
Two
sign.
witnesses.
Yeah. And then on the wedding, again, we signing with witnesses.
Yeah, we sign again with witnesses.
Whew, so much red tape, America. But that's only every other state excluding Las Vegas. Las Vegas, no red tape.
No red tape.
Las Vegas, you can marry now.
Amen.
No problem.
And you can go
And
anywhere.
you don't even need a witness.
A witness.
Because
No, you need one witness.
No, you
Elvis,
don't.
anybody with you with.
Yeah, you can bring somebody from the streets. Can you just come sign? That's it. No complications.
One witness. You can get married anywhere. You get married at the chapel or whatever.
On the streets.
On the
whatever.
street. As long as you got a
Las
witness.
Vegas.
and someone that can to do the wedding.
That's it. And anybody can do the wedding. You don't have to be ordained.
But it must be obtained before the wedding ceremony can take place.
This is the license.
So the license had to be obtained before the wedding take place so that you can sign it the day of the wedding. And then once you sign, then you submit it. And then that's when you officially be married, after you sign and submit it back to the but you gotta do it after you sign and after the ceremony. Yes.
We have the secrets. Should you tell me our secret?
No.
Okay, my husband said I shouldn't tell you our secret, but we have a secret. I won't tell you the secret. Because my husband said we shouldn't tell you the secret.
No.
You don't want me to tell them the secret?
No.
They are friends.
Huh?
They are friends.
I know. Wait a little. Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
Next year.
So keep on being with us. We'll tell you our wedding secrets. We have a big wedding.
What a secret.
Only the two of us know about?
No. 4, 5.
I think they've forgotten.
They probably did.
Yeah.
They probably did.
Anyways, now we want to know who pays for the wedding.
Who paid for the wedding, baby? Who paid for the
So
wedding?
in South Africa,
Correct.
yes, majority is paid for by the bride's family using the lobola money. Okay, so don't assume that you're gonna come and ask me out. And then you propose to me, ask me to get married to you, then you want me to pay for our wedding? Oh, hell no. Ain't happening that way. You better come pay the lobola, and we're going to charge you a nice amount so that we cover the wedding costs. But then again, nowadays, what the modern brides and grooms do is they share the cost. Even though
even the
the lobola was paid, but they...
Did they share the lobola?
No.
They don't share the lobola?
No.
They share the cost of, but yeah, I remember the wedding is shared, right?
Remember the lobola?
And the lobola is paid through the wedding.
The lobola is really for the parents, right? But because the parents, where were they going to get the money to pay for the wedding from? Because not all families are well off. So they end up using, the law is not saying the lobola money is for the wedding.
So even though you pay, so the lobola still go to the parents regardless if you share in the wedding. And then the lobola,
because it's not supposed to be for the wedding. They just use it because where is the money going to come from anyways?
Okay.
So smart parents, they like, okay, thank you for the lobola. They save it up so that when the wedding preparations start, they use that same amount of money because a lot is required. Yeah, we buy cows. There's supposed to be a lot of food.
Sheep.
What's cheap?
Lamb. sheep. We had a goat.
Ischapu, yes, you have to buy ischapu, a sheep,
We had a goat.
as a gift to the mom. That's for the membeso though, as a gift to the mom.
Oh, that's the membeso.
But for the actual wedding itself, we're supposed to buy a live
And we
cow.
did it up. We had the American flag with the money on it.
Anyways, so my point is the lobola money is not necessarily to pay off the wedding, but they use that because where is the money going to come from? So most brides and grooms, what they do now, they say, Mom and Dad, this is your gift. Don't touch it. Use it as you want to use it. Our wedding is our wedding. We will take care of it.
Okay.
So that they enjoy
The lobola.
the lobola. And then we as the bride and groom plan the entire wedding on us.
On us.
You know. So what happens is that's why the divorce rate is low in South Africa, because when you get divorced and the woman is wrong, the husband can come and want a refund.
What's a refund?
You can ask for a refund.
Mm-hmm.
It might not be a full refund because the parents can say, hey, you had our daughter for 3 years, for 5 years, for 6 years, for 10 years. Maybe out of the 10,000 that you pay, we owe you 1,000 rands. You know, making an example. But that helps to help avoid the high rates of divorce which we have in America. Because America...
50%.
No, I think it's more.
No, it's about 50%.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. 50% in Christian. It's about 50%.
Well, the divorce rate is high.
It's high. Very high.
In South Africa, it's not as
Because
high.
you know what? People just get married for the wrong reasons, and then when
But people get married for the wrong reasons everywhere. I think it helps.
But because they feel like they can do it. Because they feel like, oh, I'm not bound. I'll just get a divorce or whatever.
Yeah, and because there's nothing in it.
Nothing in it.
Especially for the guys, because they just go on their knee and buy some cheap ring, so they expect the woman's family to take care of the whole bill. Which is like, yeah, that's why it's easy for you to say, I'm divorcing you. Yeah, you're right, because you never coughed out any money.
And I think too, people, I think values as well. Because if you have values and like, as me, as a Christian, I would definitely second guess, because I know my God don't like divorce. And because he don't like divorce, because I love him. And I want to.
But in some circumstances,
I know you're right. Cause I got a divorce. I'm a divorcer. This is my second marriage. But I thought twice and I thought hard before I got a divorce. I just didn't go. I mean,
but then you didn't divorce her. She divorced you.
No, I actually divorced her eventually.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd say it's time to move on. But it took me over a year. Before we were separated for over a year, and then eventually she went on, and I said, you know what, it's time to move on. So let me just do it, and I just went on and did it. Cause I'm like, you know what, we're not getting back together, so I'm like, it's time to move on, so I can continue. But yeah, but it took me a long time, and I said, yeah, and I fought it. I fought it for a long time. No, let's work things out. Let's do this. I'm trying to work things out because I don't want it. I don't believe in divorce, and I fought it, and I fought it, and I fought it, and I fought it, and I fought it.
Okay, we're not talking about divorce. We're talking about marriage.
Yeah, we're talking about marriage.
How did we get into divorce?
Because we're talking about the high divorce rate, because people because of the values, the values, a lot of times people don't have values. They feel like, I just get a divorce. And a lot of times people, the fear of God not really in them, because they fear God, they love God. To me, they just not going to go out there because of one, because they say marriage is not perfect. Like we say on the Friday episode, sometimes you're not gonna like your spouse, but that don't mean you divorce your spouse because you don't like her for that period of time. But you'll get over it. Sometimes you will love your spouse, so you don't be quick to get a divorce. Yeah. But that's why the high divorce rate is. So let's continue.
In America, we wanted to know who pays for the wedding.
Who paid for the wedding? Who paid for the wedding? Traditionally, the bride. The bride family.
Not
the bride family, yes. The bride family. The father, yes. The bride father pays for the wedding. But again, because we're in modern times, same thing like South Africa, now the bride and groom say it's our wedding. We want to do it the way we want to do it. So they save up so that they can do the wedding that they want to do.
But I still think it's unfair, though, that the bride's family pays. Because I'm not the one who proposed. Well, I don't know who came up with that idea.
I don't know. But
I love
don't argue
Indians,
against
though.
tradition.
Indians.
Don't argue against tradition. Yeah, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got my mouth. I know why. I know why the tradition started. Because the bride in America, well, most places, the wedding is the women. It was always the women. Women's Day. It was always like for the women. The wedding.
Yeah, then you pay for it because you're the one who wants to marry me.
No. But
I'm
the wedding
was
But the wedding was always for the women. The women, the one that looks good and do all that kind of stuff.
It was good.
No, but the women, it was for them. So that's why the bride father paid for it. Because it was like,
whatever.
Even as a child. When you're growing up, you are trained to take care of the home.
But that's back then.
Exactly. That's when it came about.
Yeah, but I mean, why should I pay?
Now that's why it's modern now. Husband and wife. Well, you're not married yet, but the guy and female take care of everything.
I still don't get why.
But back then, because it was the woman, the wedding was it was always for the women. The wedding was always for the women back then. Now the men is taking like, you know what? It's not just your wedding, it's my wedding too. But back then, the wedding, it was considered the women. That was their day. That was their wedding.
Let's move on. How about marriage equality?
Okay.
All right. This was like, whoa, wow. You know, when I actually learned of this, that in South Africa actually was the 5th country in the world. Mm-hmm. 5th country in the world to actually accept and legalize same-sex marriages. This happened way back in 2006.
2006.
Making it the first African country to do so.
The first African country to do so.
Some African countries are still like.
I don't blame.
There's no Adam and Steve.
No Adam and Steve.
There's Adam and Eve. But you know what? Yes, okay, you don't blame them. Fine for your Christian values, but if this is what people choose,
yes, if they
let it be. Because at the end of the day, people are still having these relationships. So you might as well just legalize it so that everybody gets, their portion within the marriage. Because I think legalizing is about it's to protect people's rights. You know what I mean? So that if we end up divorcing, at least I have my what's due to me, and you have what's due to you.
But if you don't get married, you still have what's yours and what's due to you and whatever.
How?
Because if what you're trying to say, if you get a divorce, you're just gonna take the other person stuff or whatever.
People do that, yeah. That's why there's legal things. Anyway, we're not there because he's gonna argue things that he knows that doesn't need to be argued. But the point is, same-sex marriages was legalized in 2006 in South Africa and in the US. Which is a first world country.
First world country.
Mm-hmm.
Same-sex marriage was legalized nationwide in 2015.
Which is like yesterday.
Yeah, that's when Obama was the president.
Exactly. Because Republicans were not having it. They were like, no, sir. Ain't happening on our watch.
I'm for that rule. I'm ready. I was for that rule.
No, I love everyone.
I love everyone
I'm
too.
for everyone. If it makes you happy, go for it, dude. Go marry your Steve. It's okay. I don't care.
Marry your Steve.
Whatever the consequences are.
Marry
if there's
Angela.
Yeah. If there's consequences, whatever they are, you're going to be the one who's going to answer. Why should we block you from your happiness? If it makes you happy, go ahead. Go ahead, Adam and Steve. Go ahead.
That is so true. That's why, you know what? That's why I had to change my stance because if the person want to do it, it's their choice. It's free. I'm pro-choice for everything. Why? Because God set it up that way. He gave us life and death. He said choose life, but it's up to us to choose and make the decision. So if a person decides to do that, it's their choice. And so you gotta allow people to make their own decision, make their own choices. It might not be wrong, but who's saying?
Yeah. It's not for us.
It's not for us.
And then, so you told us about American.
Yes, 2015. Yeah. It was after the Supreme Court ruling, and now, like I said, that was the time when President Obama. I do remember that when it went into play because there was a big fight, a big. They didn't want it, like I said, they didn't want it, but it got accepted, and
and
good
if
for
the
them.
Supreme Court says we pass it, then
Good for them.
nobody can.
And they party like it was 99. When it happened, they party like it was 99.
Now, another one is polygamy.
Come on.
Polygamy, we know that it's marrying
Yes, come on,
a man marrying.
Let's hear South Africa with this.
Yeah, a man is able to marry more than one wife, and it's legal. But if only the first wife agrees, she has to give consent that she can have sister wives. Okay. Now the thing is, the sister wives.
A woman also can marry more than one husband.
It's not legal.
It's not legal. But it's legal in South Africa for a man to marry more than one wife. Oh, okay.
So. Polyndry, I think that's what they call it in the other way around, is not legal, but polygamy is. Right. So, but the thing is, which is like I questioning, is that only the first wife is legally recognized because she's the only one who signs at the Home Affairs, at the Home Office, at the City Hall. Try to make him see it as an American. And the other four or whatever, the following wives, they're just customary wives.
Okay.
Which means they have not signed, but they still get the same rights as the legal wife who signed the first wife. Yeah. So polygamy is recognized and is accepted. I told you before, one of our former presidents, he had 5 wives.
5 wives.
Our current king's father, he had 6 wives, I think, and his uncle, I believe, has the current king's uncle. He probably has 12 wives, yeah, and the new king already has 2 wives, I think, and a lot.
He already got 2 wives.
Yeah, and a lot of
concubines.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
So it's allowed. You marry into the monarch, you know that you're gonna have somebody follow you. You don't close the door. Keep the door open because people are following after you. Yeah. So what about, is there polygamy in the United States?
This is simple. In the United States, it's illegal.
But, because there's always a but.
No, it's illegal.
But.
No, it's illegal.
No, there's a but because sister wives, everybody knows sister wives.
Yeah, but it's illegal.
Yeah, but they still sister wives.
But it's illegal.
But they still sister wives.
Yeah, but it's illegal. They could get in trouble eventually, and that's what it's illegal. In every state, it's illegal. Of course.
But then they live in states where it's taken as a fine. It's not taken as a crime.
Yeah, well, or they go to that state where it's like a slap on the wrist.
So I'm saying taken as a fine.
But it's still illegal in all states.
Yeah.
It's not allowed.
Yeah.
Not allowed in the U.S.
But it's happening more and more. I mean, Sister Wives actually exposed how big it is because it is big.
It is.
And not just that, even the woman marrying more than one husband is also big now in the U.S. So yeah, we're gonna stop it right there. We hope you learned a few things there as we celebrate our wedding anniversary. So happy wedding anniversary to us.
Yes.
And we wish ourselves many more years till death do us part.
Yes.
Happy anniversary, baby.
Happy anniversary.
We love you too, Chillers. Hope to see you again soon.
Yes.
On that note, we forgot to say, don't forget to subscribe, right? Don't you dare forget to subscribe. And also follow us. You can follow me. Oh, no. You can also listen to the audio version of this podcast on all audio platforms, or you can follow me personally at Lady Season 1 on Instagram and
at Get Inspired by LJ. And we would like to say that this podcast was sponsored by Nets Opportunity Window. Yeah, a great community. We said join the community where we are maximizing our life. We are taking advantage of the next opportunity, that window that's coming, because there is an opportunity for you, and we are here to grow and to accelerate our growth through the Theory Thieves, through the Lunch and Learns, through the monthly webinars, through the quality masterminds, and so forth and so forth. And we give you a 14-day trial offer, and we give you 2 subscriptions that you could choose, a monthly subscription and your annual subscription. But the 14-day is there so that you can test it out, see if you like it, we know you're gonna like it because there's a lot of value. So we say join the community, be a part of us, and watch you see yourself take your life to the next level. Yes.
And on that note, we want to say,
we'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.